Hey everyone, Abby here. This is an exciting week because our legislators went back into session and are passing bills through the different committees that will hopefully make our state a better place to live. I went up there today for the Health and Welfare Committee hearings in the Senate to listen to 5 particular bills that I was interested in, but there are a couple others that also needed a little attention as well. So I went up today. I was going to give you a very quick overview of the ones that I listened to and that actually passed out favorably through the committee. The first one I wanted to mention was one that was brought to my attention by one of our members, Ms. Shannon D'Agostino. She mentioned in a text message to me that there was one going through the Commerce Committee that Beth Mizell was carrying. It was a massage therapy bill that talked about a provisional license for massage therapists that had just graduated and before they received their license. This would enable them to actually practice in a massage facility without the actual physical license yet. So this was a provisional license opportunity. It was SB39 if you want to look it up, and I think that passed favorably through the committee. I was not in there for that one, but I did have 3 of our members take a look at it and make sure that it wasn't something of concern, and they didn't show any concern on that one, so that was good. The other ones I wanted to mention were Patrick McMath's bills that he had. He is the Senate chair in the Committee of the Health and Welfare, and he carried 5 bills that went through today, and they all passed favorably, which is fantastic. Congratulations, Patrick McMath, on that, by the way. SB26 was an opioid treatment one that was very good. That passed favorably. SB29 was one that I was very interested in. It was a coroner bill. This one we tried to do last year, and he is carrying it this year on the Senate side, which is fantastic. It's a bill that would require coroners to write down and report on vaccine usage of any child that passed away from SIDS. So this would just be more data that would be put onto the death certificate or in the death files of any child that passed away unexpectedly and in strange circumstances that were not obvious cause of death. And so it was just basically asking for the vaccination records to be recorded. It's one that we're very wanting to just provide more data, and just the data on it is actually very important. So that passed favorably. It will go for a little bit editing. I think they wanted to edit it a little bit, but that did pass and will go to the Senate for more debate. SB30 was one that I found very interesting. It was on telemedicine, and I highly recommend you look into that a little deeper. That one was discussing to provide more access via telemedicine for obesity and GLP-1 and those sort of drugs, so that people would have more access through them or access to them. And that was an interesting one and a good discussion that did pass favorably through the committee. SB32 was a heartstring one. It was a fantastic bill that came through, also known as Angel's Law, and that was a perinatal bereavement care initiative. Basically, it was asking for there to be more access to services and the cooling units that are used for babies that pass away, either are born stillborn or that pass away during birth, or maybe don't live very long after birth. And this allowed parents to have time. It slowed down the process so that they would have more time with their baby to be able to say their goodbyes, take pictures, and things like that. There was a couple personal stories that were just heart-tugging, fantastic, and just there was no dry eye in the room, and that passed very favorably. Everyone was very much wanting to support that one, and it was beautiful to see it go through. So that passed SB32. And then there was SB253, which I was very interested in as well. This one was on peptides, and this would give more access to peptides and would make them not to be able to be denied. So it was a really good one. There's still a little more editing that they need to do on that one, but that passed out favorably, and was a very good sign of the times of our medical world moving into the newer products and the newer technologies that are available, and just kind of probably a more positive environment for these sort of things We also got to hear from the Surgeon General, our new Surgeon General, Dr. Griffin, who is amazing, and she talked at the beginning of it and was welcomed in, and she is fantastic. I'll probably show that video at some point of her testimony of just her, what her goals are as a Surgeon General for our state, and I'm just super excited to have her at the helm of our Louisiana Department of Health, and to have someone that is very alternative-minded, and just very understanding the holistic point of view of our health, and that she's in the lead is kind of very exciting for us. So that was my update. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will put links to all of those bills so you can kind of read up on them and learn a little more. But overall, a fantastic success today. Congratulations to Patrick McMath. And yeah, so more to come in this session. First week is going, and we're excited for the rest of it. Have a great day.